Hello everyone. Today we are going to practice our listening and speaking skills to improve our pronunciation. Hi, my name is Jessica. I grew up in a small town in the Midwest, where life was pretty quiet and uneventful. My parents were hardworking people who instilled in me the value of a good education and a strong work ethic. So, I did my best in school and always tried to stay focused on my goals. After high school, I decided to go to college in the city. It was a big change from the slow-paced life I was used to, but I quickly adapted. I made new friends, explored the city, and discovered my passion for music. In my spare time, I started writing songs and playing guitar. It was a great creative outlet for me, and I found that I really enjoyed performing in front of people. So, I started playing at local coffee shops and open mic nights, honing my skills and gaining confidence with each performance. Eventually, I decided to take a leap of faith and pursue music full-time. It was a scary decision, but I knew that I had to follow my dreams. I started playing gigs all over town, building up a following and making connections in the music industry. And now, several years later, I'm proud to say that I've made a name for myself as a musician. I've released several albums, toured the country, and even won a few awards. It's been a wild ride, but I wouldn't have it any other way. For me, music is more than just a hobby, it's a way of life. Parents were hardworking people who instilled in me the value of a good education and a strong work ethic. So, I did my best in school and always tried to stay focused on my goals. After high school, I decided to go to college in the city. It was a big change from the slow-paced life I was used to, but I quickly adapted. I made new friends, explored the city, and discovered my passion for music. In my spare time, I started writing songs and playing guitar. It was a great creative outlet for me, and I found that I really enjoyed performing in front of people. So, I started playing at local coffee shops and open mic nights, honing my skills and gaining confidence with each performance. As I got more serious about music, I started to network with other musicians in the city. I joined a band and we started playing gigs all over town, gradually building up a following. It was hard work, but I loved every minute of it. After a few years of playing local shows, we decided to record our first album. It was a huge undertaking, but we were determined to do it right. We rented out a studio and spent long hours laying down tracks, trying out different arrangements, and perfecting our sound. When the album was finally finished, we were thrilled. We had poured our hearts and souls into it, and we knew that it was something special. So, we started sending out copies to record labels, hoping to get some attention. To our surprise, one label loved our music and offered us a contract. It was a dream come true. We had always hoped to make it big, but we never expected it to happen so soon. Over the next few years, we released several more albums and toured the country, playing to sold-out crowds and building a loyal fan base. We even won a few awards along the way. But despite all the success, I never forgot where I came from. I still visit my hometown whenever I can, catching up with old friends and family. And I still feel grateful every day for the opportunity to make music and live my dream. As our band's popularity grew, we started to get noticed by other musicians and industry professionals. We were invited to play at music festivals, and we even got to open for some of our favorite bands. It was an incredible experience, and we felt like we were living the rock star life. But with success came new challenges. We had to navigate the business side of the music industry, dealing with contracts, royalties, and negotiations. We also had to learn how to handle the pressure of being in the public eye, with fans and media constantly scrutinizing our every move. Despite the challenges, we kept pushing forward. We continued to write and record new music, always striving to improve and evolve our sound. We also made a conscious effort to give back to the community, volunteering at local charities and using our platform to raise awareness for important causes. After several years of touring and recording, our band decided to take a break. We had been on the road for months at a time, and we were all feeling burnt out. So, we each took some time off to pursue our own interests and recharge. During my break, I decided to focus on my solo career. I released a solo album and went on a small tour, playing intimate shows in venues across the country. It was a different experience from playing with the band, but I enjoyed the challenge of performing on my own. Eventually, the band got back together and we started recording a new album. We had all grown as musicians and individuals during our break, and we brought that newfound creativity and energy to the studio. The album was a departure from our previous work, exploring new sounds and styles. When we released the album, it received critical acclaim and commercial success. It was a proud moment for all of us, and we knew that we had created something special. We went on tour once again, playing to sold-out crowds and reconnecting with our fans. Looking back on my journey, I feel grateful for all the experiences and opportunities that music has brought me. It's been a wild ride, with its ups and downs, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Music has given me a sense of purpose and fulfillment that I couldn't find anywhere else, and I hope to keep making music for as long as I can. As our band's career continued to thrive, we were offered the opportunity to collaborate with some of the biggest names in the music industry. It was surreal to work with artists we had admired for years, and we learned so much from their expertise and experience. We also had the privilege of traveling to new places around the world. We played shows in Europe, Asia, and Australia, soaking up the different cultures and cuisines along the way. It was a humbling experience to see how our music resonated with people from all walks of life. But with the success came the inevitable pressures of fame. We had to deal with paparazzi, gossip magazines, and internet trolls who were always looking for a scandal or a controversy to stir up. It was a challenge to stay grounded and true to ourselves, but we had each other's support and we always kept our fans in mind. One of the highlights of our career was when we were asked to perform at a benefit concert for a humanitarian crisis in a far-off country. It was an emotional and eye-opening experience, seeing firsthand the struggles that people were facing and the impact that our music could have. We knew then that we wanted to use our platform for good, and we started working with various charities and organizations to make a difference in the world. As we entered a new era of our music, we also faced new challenges. We wanted to experiment with different genres and sounds, but we didn't want to alienate our fans or lose our identity. It took some trial and error, but we eventually found a balance that worked for us. Now, many years into our music career, we are proud of what we have accomplished. We have won multiple awards, sold out stadiums, and made a lasting impact on the music industry. But more than that, we have formed lifelong friendships and memories that we will cherish forever. I still remember the small town where I grew up, and I often think about how far I have come. But I also remember the values that my parents taught me: hard work, humility, and kindness, and I try to live by them every day. Music has been my passion and my calling, and I hope to continue sharing it with the world for years to come. Thank you for watching the video. I ask that you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to be notified when new videos are released.